G'day everyone, Rochi here, Paramedic Barber. So today we're going to do a shave and I'm going to use products that I bought from the local supermarket. Now my Patreon supporters, you might have seen some posts on my page about Patreon and how you can support me. And what that does is provides me with some monthly amount of money where I can go out and buy something, review it, and then I will give that off as a gift, as a prize to a lucky person who makes a comment down below. Now that comment below has to tell me for this video specifically why you would like to have these products and try them out. Thank you for the support of my Patreon. That also allows this to occur. So once I've used these products, I will make sure they're sterilised. Of course, the actual product of the shave cream, there'll only be a small amount used, so I'll just something to give back to you guys because I really appreciate the support. I'm getting a lot of great feedback about what I'm doing, so thanks very much. So, I've been asked by actually Daz on my Patreon page to review Jack the Barber shaving range. Now I've got about 3 products here to go through and I'll review each product as well. And as you can see, the logo, it's very interesting, very close to another logo, I suppose. What we found out over the past is that that logo there is actually a generic logo. And mine has been changed, and so there's a possibility one day I might change back to my original logo after some discussion, so we'll see what happens there. So I'm going to go through everything, price it, tell you how much it is, what you'll be up for if you want to start the wet shave journey and you don't have a great deal of money maybe to get started. So we'll go through there. So first of all, I haven't opened any of these packages, so I'll just show you straight up. We first got their double edge safety razor, Jack the Barber, long handle chrome. So this product, of course, made in China, and it retails at the supermarket on special at $15. You do not get blades with this. It says on the box that it does not come with razor blades, so you'd have to buy some yourself. It says it's a precision weighted handle and balanced. So yeah, so we'll open it up and have a look. Let's open the box. Take out the package. There it is, the little plastic, don't mind me dropping the boxes. Okie dokie. So there it is there. On the top it's got, I think it's the, like an etched logo of theirs. And they say it's precision weighted. Look, at $15, let's take this handle off. It's 3-piece by the look of it. It's so light. And remember when we talk about safety razors, you want to use the razor and the head of the razor to do all the work, and you need something, I personally feel, that's got some weight to it. This has got bugger all weight to it. It's not turned professionally like you would find some of the top of the line razors, but I'll give it a go and we'll go from there. So just to look at that, that's $15. Now the reason I'll say that, go through it this way, it's $15 and no blades, okay? So I think at Woolworths you can buy Wilkinson sword, a pack of 10 blades, I think it's $14. Maybe 5 blades, but $14. Okay, so you're up for about $29 range, $30 to get yourself started. Now the reason I want to raise this is just because of this. This is made in China, okay? I sell, which I only have one left, is a feather double-edged razor with the blades, made in Japan. These are the guys that that have the best double-edged blades, and I sell that for 27 bucks. So some people might think that 15 bucks is good value if you're starting out, but once you get your blades, you probably get something tiny bit better quality. But yeah, so we'll have a go with that. I'll load it up soon and go from there. Throw that on the ground. So, traditional shaving cream. Of course, made out of China again. It says it's got a sandalwood scent, so we'll open this up. Open up the box. Package. Okay, that's not too bad. In a plastic bowl, I suppose, let's say. Jack the Barber shaving cream. Let's open her up. All plastic, of course. It's got a little seal on it. This is going to be fun with my stubby little fingers, but we'll get the scalpel in there. Open open this up if I can. So this will be interesting to see what this is like. This is only, it's on special for $7.50. So honestly, that price, good starter, especially if they're saying that there's sandalwood scent, which it is. Yep, it's got the sandalwood scent on that. That's quite nice. I'll have a good look at this. So there it is there. It's a nice cream. Very soft to touch. I do like that scent. So for $7.50 at the moment, it looks good. Probably a great little product. And finally, the shaving brush. Just quickly on the shave cream, they said it's vegan friendly as well and paraben free, so that's a good bonus as well. Shave brush. Okay, so at the price point of $7.50, you are really at the lowest end that you can get. It's going to be synthetic. Of course, it'll say 100% synthetic, vegan-friendly construction, softness, and good water holding. With a synthetic brush at this price point, I'm personally not sure if that water holding will hold up compared to what a silver tip badger brush is, which, as I said, is really expensive, and that's why they have heat, able to hold the heat, and they're also able to retain great water, which is what you need when you make a lather. So, sealed box, we'll just open this one up, see what she looks like. You can tell it's synthetic because of the whiteness of the bristle, and made in China, of course, as well. So, it comes in the same sort of plasticky, velvety container that the double edge came in. Pull that out of there. There we go. Jack the Barber on the bottom. It's got a good size knot on it, which is the top. Starting out, nothing wrong with it really. At $7.50, there's no weight in it. You can tell it's all plastic, of course, but probably a lower quality grade plastic. The knot's in pretty good, yep. So we're going to put that in the water and get ready to shave. A few things that I suppose I'll quickly talk about. I'm sorry this video might go a bit longer. We're already at about 7 minutes on this one. With the shave creams, it says nowhere on the pack if they're tested dermatologically. It's a good word. I know Paraso and those guys test their products extremely well. Have no idea about this one because it doesn't give any great detail on the packet. So if you're into something like that and you want to know that it's tested properly, you're probably looking at either a high range, high price product, better quality. You also may be looking at something that's more handmade. You can find a fair bit of those around. So let's load up the blade and go from there. I'm just going to do a one pass. I'm not going to use any of my Paraso products at all. So I'm just going to do the shave with the cream because they don't offer any other products that I can find on the shelf. So I am using a Derby blade, as I always try and use. Have it all the same. So it's a Derby Extra. The shave razor, it's got a little cap on the end which could be an issue if the blade overhangs. I've seen that in the past, but it's a 3-piece razor. We just take the cap off as we do, pop the blade on, cap back on. Yep, fits in nicely, and of course we'll screw the handle back in. Loaded and ready to go. One thing I do like, that because it's got the it's got a good distance there, when you hold that in with those two edges, that's quite good when you hold it in and tighten it up, because sometimes you'll see that that's exposed and you've got the side of the razor that you're holding onto. Not too bad. Okay, just excuse me for a minute as I get my face nice and warm. Hope everyone's going well. Restrictions are being eased with coronavirus. Please do remember though, with the restrictions, just do as they say. Eventually we'll be out of this, and we'll be able to catch up with all our friends and have that beer in the pub or a nice meal somewhere that everyone is always looking forward to. So that's there. The brush, I wouldn't say that's holding much water. When you squeeze it, it just comes right out. I would not say that that's great, even though they say it is, but we'll have a look. See how much cream we need. Probably don't need much at all. That's why a little bit on there, and just a tiny bit of water to start her off. Let's go. Okay, first of all, you can feel It's definitely got that synthetic feel to it. This shave brush does have. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a great lather with it. However, even if it's just a start to get someone starting, whether it's you know, you might have a son who's 15, 14, starting to shave. Get him into this straight away. It's the best way to do it. It's going to be less irritation, as we say, on the skin. It's not really getting a really decent lather for me. However, it's working. It's you wouldn't expect it to be brilliant at that price range. You really wouldn't. Just a bit more water. But it's not too bad at all. Sand, you know, it's all right. It's sandalwood. It's not something that I normally like to choose as a sandalwood. There are so many other scents out in the market these days. Whether it's an orange scent, a eucalyptus scent, a peppermint, there's some great scents. Look, this isn't giving me a great lather. However, it is giving me some lather, as you can tell. Okay, so that's done. Let's just wash my hands. Now remember, I said the weight of the razor always is the most important thing when you do a shave. Let's go. Okay. I feel that I have to, you might be able to hear that. I've got about 3 days growth. Downwards fantastic, you can feel that it's smooth, but when you start going up, of course you're going to feel some stubble. But also you can feel it when you're coming, yeah, you really feel, I feel I've got to push a bit more weight onto it, that's all. Which you don't really want when you're shaving. You want to be able to let that handle do all the work. So I'll let that handle do all the work, and I still feel I have to drag it through my face. When you've got something that's got some nice weight to it, as you've probably seen in the past, you can just pop it on and it just glides down. So it is gliding slightly, but I really need to force it down. But when you're starting out, it's probably not a bad thing to do, because once you then get a really good quality razor after you've started for a while, and then you start shaving with it, you really understand the quality that you're buying. There we go. Yeah. That's the downside of it, is just the weight of it. When you use a fresh blade, you're always going to get a nice shave. But you can, as I said, and I've gone over, you can tell that there you go. That hasn't kept the smoothness. Well, not to the extent of that, it's dried my skin out really quick. So when you look at something that might have a lanolin or something in there that provides a good glide over the skin, this sort of doesn't have it in that cream. And you can probably hear it when I'm shaving as well. It just doesn't have that, the glide. You can really hear it cutting through my stubble. However, as a starter for a young fella, or someone who's not sure if they want to get into it, it's not bad at all. Good starting point. And for the price point, look, all those 3 items you're sitting at $30, isn't it? Yeah. 2 lots of $7.50 and $15. $30 to start in the wet shaving. In all honesty, that's pretty good. finish it up. Don't forget, go with the grain, and that's how you stop ingrown hairs. I was talking to a client today and was telling me how he gets ingrown hairs all through here. But when we had a really good look at his beard through this area here comes down, and then from this area here comes up. So a bit of advice for him was to just bring the razor up. So you got to watch where your pattern is and your growth, and that's where you follow the razor. Okay, a bit of cold water. Don't forget we pad down the face, we don't rub the face. Okay, everyone. So as a starting kit, 30 bucks for all those 3 items if you can get it at that price. It's pretty good value, it really is. Don't forget though, you can buy something that's probably a bit more better quality for around the price because you're getting the razors as well. So with that, pop a comment down below why you might want to win this product, these 3 items. I'll decide who wins it. I'll probably do a live draw, things like that, and let you know who won it. The other thing you need to find out is, to work out is in the next few days I will be posting the last merch run of the year. I don't want to have it as a like merch and merch and merch. I think because I got a bit of a use my Allen block there. So we don't want to have it as an ongoing thing with merch. I think with the coronavirus that's enough, but this is where a winter merch drop. So that's fine. And if you watch this to the end, you'll know that there is no hoodies this year. So I'm not doing hoodies, I'm doing something completely different. 2 different items and an order form. So hopefully you'll enjoy that, and let's see how you go and if you like those as well. Thanks everyone for watching to the end. It's been a long video. But with those products, if you're starting out and a young kid or yourself just want to have a go at wet shaving for 30 bucks, you can't really go wrong. So look after yourselves everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.